Fancy microphone. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. This is Pork Soda. They've been here twice. Once as Pork Soda, once at the Double Down Daredevils. Yeah. They'll say more. And our lovely fiddle player here tonight is the daughter of Florence. So, thank you for sharing your daughter with us. And tonight we are live streaming on our Facebook page. So don't worry, none of you are on the camera. But for your friends or your family at home or friends here who are missing it, you can let them know that they can take a look at our Facebook page and watch the whole show. That also being said, your voices will be on the internet. So, careful what you say. Careful what you say. All right, one more round of applause and take it away, Pork Soda.
Bluegrass album that's for women in Bluegrass, which is sort of still a rarity in when you look at the big picture of things. But the album is called Oh Sister, and it's the final cut of the album, and that's the name, 8 More Miles, right? So anyway, that was 8 More Miles, and now we're going to do a song that's called Everybody Needs a Buddy, and Brendan's going to talk about this.
Yeah, this is written by a guy named Chris Miller, who's now living in Nashville, living the dream that we all the rest of us aspire to. And so this is a song that, for one thing, he wrote about his buddy T.D. Mischke. If you've ever heard him on the radio, he took him on a pontoon ride, and that ended up as a line in the song. So, and we learned this for a benefit for a friend of ours who had a stroke, and so we thought this was an appropriate song for him.
Everybody needs a side man, stand by this side.
Can you hear everything okay? Is the sound? The sound all right?
Yeah.
Good, all right. If you notice, we're kind of having to re-navigate around one microphone, so we're, at any moment, someone might step in closer and not farther away. So.
Yes, that's how we control our own mix here. So.
You want to say about Forest of Fora?
I thought you were going to say something.
So the next song we're going to do is called Forest of Fora, and it was written by Rosenberg, who is a gentleman who lives in the Netherlands, and it's actually a fairly recent composition. It was written in 1991.
Yes, the Rosenberg Trio is
a jazz.
Yeah, gypsy jazz band from the Netherlands. So. Yeah.
No, yeah. So we play a lot of different varieties of music, and so this next one is actually going to be one called Take the Journey, and it's written by a woman named Molly Tully, who is, I don't know, I guess she's in her maybe 30s or 40s, but she's made it big time. She is a big bluegrass musician. She wrote this song herself, she is known for her picking style on guitar. It's called flat picking.
No.
No, it's not.
Clawhammer.
So it's sort of like a banjo style. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, she plays guitar as though it's a banjo, and I can't do that because I don't play banjo, and I won't touch those things. Banjos are crazy.
So he's figured out how to make it sound a lot like how she plays it.
Like cheap imitation of it.
But it's wonderful. So anyway.
And
Oh,
it requires an entirely different tuning on the guitar. She plays around with that a lot too. So.
Yes.
please begin.
Try to control the weather, but the rain inside you is still gonna fall. Days of drought will nearly starve you. There's no use hiding. Gotta face it all. Take the journey, no matter where it starts, where it ends. Take the journey. Someday you'll make it back home again. Woo! Skies are falling all around you. Who will protect you from your deepest fears? Take the hand of the one beside you. Fire guide you to the path is clear. Take the journey, no matter where it starts, where it ends. Take the journey, someday you'll make it back home again. Someday you'll make it back home.
All right, so you get a little taste of the bass. Explore that later. Take off this torture device.
He gets twice the pay for that song, right? He did the harmonica and bass. That's something.
We draw inspiration from a lot of different sources. We don't actually play any what you would call classical or Baroque music in this group, but we kind of use some classical or Baroque inspiration for choosing our set list. So sometimes in a classical or Baroque suite, they will have movements that will go with a fast movement, like an allegro first, and then a slow movement, and then a movement in 3/4 time or 6/8 time, some kind of triple time that can be fast or slow. And then they'll have another fast movement to round out the suite often. So we took that idea of having different sort of tempos and feels to a suite and use that in putting together our set list. So the next 4 songs you're going to hear kind of follow that model, fast, slow, 3/4 time, and then another fast one. Even though they're not classical or Baroque at all, but rather kind of traditional old time. So this next one is called Handsy Molly, and it's in the key of C, and it begins like this. Well, I wish I was in London, so I'd go down, I'd take up the North Street, to the ocean ground, sailing down the ocean, sailing down the sea. I think you'll make them all ever she may be. Her hair is black and razor, her eyes dark as coal, her cheeks are like a lily, and in the morning snow. Ginger little Molly, I gave you your right hand, he said, every man, I'll be your man. Sail around the ocean, sail around the sea. I think you'll make them all ever she may be. Hey! Well, nature just someday man and I tell mine is changed by the look of her eye. Now she broke the promise, fell on the breeze. Let me give the acorn of the lion to you. Sailing around the ocean, sailing around the sea. I think of that Molly, wherever she may be. Sailing around the ocean, sailing around the sea. I think of that Molly, wherever she may be. Wow. The other thing about that song, there's no standard way of doing the how many times you sing the chorus. So I threw everybody for a loop, doing it a different number of times. They covered for me.
Yes, that's the fun of playing with you, John. We never know.
Bob Dylan's like that too.
I heard that, yeah. John's favorite trick is in the middle of a song, he'll be paying attention like this, watching Alex, and he'll turn to you for a break right then. Somehow you're supposed to within a split second. No.
And what does a break mean?
So, a solo, improvisation.
It doesn't mean go take a break, it means you get a chance to.
Unfortunately, it doesn't mean go take a break. No.
Well,
We're bluegrassers, we improvise all the time, so we love to improvise stuff. So. I don't know what else to say about this song.
I did too.
So,
Well, say who wrote it?
this is by Irving Berlin. And it's called My Walking Stick. So I think we might have played this last time, but it's so good we're going to play it again. This is a song by Jay Unger, which is pretty familiar to most people. It's called Ashokan Farewell. Ken Burns made him filthy rich on this song, and so I'm sure he appreciates the Civil War series, but it's a beautifully sweet song, and Mary Ellen does a really good job on it. So.
Children farewell.
upbeat one. This is another one that goes back ways, back to 1921. This is a tune called Right or Wrong by, I think Arthur Sizemore wrote the music, and some other guy did the lyrics, and we don't have his name on the sheet there, so we don't have to Google that if you need to know. It's an oldie but a goodie. Right or wrong, always right. Though you're gone, I can't forget. Right or wrong, talking on me. Still I wake with that same old regrets. All alone, under our blues. Though I pray that you do. So when you're always in the So in your heart, just remember that although I'm still in love with you.
Well, as you've noticed, we change instruments a lot, right? So it's kind of the fun of this being in this trio because we get opportunities to play different instruments. But really haven't introduced who we are. So as we are in several different bands, but in this configuration of this band, we're called Pork Soda, and that's because we are also a subset of a band called the Moss Piglets. So we came up with that, right? But so over here to my right with the guitar is John Goolsby. Your first instrument was trombone, is that correct? Or no?
It's kind of dim in the lost history, but yeah, that was one of the early
So
ones.
he played trombone a long time ago. He lives in St. Paul. And also living in St. Paul over here is Mr. Bryn Peterson. He and I are actually in 4 bands. Actually, the 3 of us are in 3 bands together, but he and I are in 4 bands together. But anyway, he started out in his childhood playing cello. So that's one of his claims to fame. And why don't you introduce this song?
Although I don't continue to claim to play the cello, John does continue to at least claim to play the trombone.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch of a claim, but
So this is a song, it's a very old song form. I think they traced it back to the Scandinavian countries, and it's, you know, it's about the good younger blonde sister and the elder evil brunette sister.
It's bad. If you listen to the words, it's spooky.
Well, you know, every show should have a murder ballad at least.
And this is
And it's called Wind and Rain.
Think about it. And actually, the first time I ever heard Bryn do that song, we were in the bluegrass world. You do a lot of jamming around campfires at night. We're camping, and so there's like a campfire, and it's getting dark, and there's this kind of creepy song, right? So it's kind of a cool setting to hear that song. So now with our next song, we're also going to hear from Bryn, and this is a song that when we were here last time, we wanted to do, because see how now John has a recorder out. We had it all ready to go, we ran out of time. So today we are going to do it for sure.
And this one's by Richard Thompson. He started out in Fairport Convention and a very long time ago, and he's still at it. He just put out an album very recently. It's another phenomenal album. He is one of the great American songwriters and one of the best guitar players on the planet. And it's a song called Poor Ditchin' Boy. Cold and so sad, river too weary to flood. The storm and rain cut through to my skin, but she cut through to me blood. Tango my lines, trouble came looking for me. I knew I was treading on treacherous ground. I was sinking too fast to break free. With her scheming, idle way, she left me poor and dumb. The storm and wind got through to me skin, but she got through to love. I would not be asking, I would not be seen, begging on mountain or hill. But here I am, right with my hands tied behind. I've neither the strength nor the will. With her scheming, idle way, she left me poor and dumb. The storm and wind got through to my skin, but she got through to my blood. Pity plight for the poor ditchin' boy. He always believed what they said. They tell him it's good to be honest and true. Does he mind if he doesn't get paid? With her scheming, idle way, she left me poor and dumb. The storm and wind got through to my skin, but she got through to her blood.
So our set list is on a piece of paper down here, so we're looking at, that's what we're looking at. What's next, our next song? So The next song, and of course we're having to change things, this is called Angelina Baker. John, did you want to talk a little bit about what it is, or?
Well, some people say this song was written by Stephen Foster. That's somewhat controversial. I think maybe it existed before he came along, and then he just kind of took credit for it when he came along. But, we're not exactly sure. Anyway, there are a lot of different versions of it. Our version is not very much like the Stephen Foster version you might hear, but it goes like this.
And it's called Angelina Baker, right? I don't think I said that.
Yeah, you did.
Did I? Okay.
Repetition's good.
Yeah, it is. Right.
or that will blow you wide awake at 5:30 in the morning at Bluegrass Festival when a banjo player suddenly decides he just has to play it right now. Which is why going to a Bluegrass Festival is fatal if you don't bring earplugs.
Alright, minor swing. Okay, let's see here.
This song goes back to 1937, made famous by Django Reinhardt. One of his most famous songs. It's called Minor Swing. He recorded it with Stefan Grappelli. Django Reinhardt was, of course, a guitar player. Stefan Grappelli, he's a fiddle player that he played with. Okay, switch over.
Oh.
All right.
Then we didn't let Mary Ellen sing.
All right.
Yes.
So, my mother doesn't know that I've sung this song, so she's hearing this for the first time. And you know, she's a grandmother too, but she never had rules like this. This woman named Annie Lau is the composer of this song, and I heard it went, oh, this song is really funny. She writes a lot of kind of quirky things. I think she grew up as a Catholic, and so she went to Catholic school. I know there's one song she wrote about walking down the street wearing her uniform. And so this song is called Grandma's Rules for Drinking. You haven't heard this one, right? And so I never had rules like this, because, you know, we didn't drink in our household. So just know that that wasn't her rules. All right?
I didn't get any rules. That was
I-
the problem. You probably needed some rules.
All right, so how are we going to do this?
Like this.
Okay, all right.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't drink mixed drinks, but if you do, don't let strange men mix drinks for you. When playing cards or conversation, it's best if you drink less. And when you dance the whole night through, that's when you can have maybe more. These are Grandma's rules for drinking. Grandma was no fool. Grandma's girls had rules. These are Grandma's rules for drinking. 3 daughters at home and a husband gone off in the bush on a survey job. Young mademoiselles in a post-war town. Trouble was never far. Grandma had a sensible view, unlike the nuns from the convent school. You can know your Hail Marys off by heart, still be without a prayer. These are Grandma's rules for drinking. Grandma was no fool. Grandma's girls had rules. These are Grandma's rules for drinking. Now these are rules from a different time, but it's fair to say they still apply. A modern girl can always use good words from a wise old bird. Don't drink mixed drinks, don't let strange men conversation and cause. Best to drink less. When you dance, you can have a few more. Gin can ruin your complexion. These are Grandma's rules for drinking. Grandma was no fool. Grandma's girls had rules. These are Grandma's rules for drinking.
Okay, thank you very much. We got one more for you. It's a familiar one, and you know it, so feel free to sing along if you wish. You might not know all the verses, but it's kind of a repeat after me, or in this case, repeat after Brand song. So join in if you
And
feel
thank
like
you for having us. It's just been wonderful.
This should be good.
Okay, right.
You're doing this deep, right?
Yep.
Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Go marching in.
Oh, when the saints go marching